This is AVIOT, Atypical Voices in Our Time, the official podcast of Chemistry Productions. That's spelled K3MISTRY Productions, a media education company.
So go a little something like this. That's AVIOT.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is the AVIOT podcast. I am Jay Stokes, followed by Koya and Jay Random, all co-hosts of this wonderful podcast, which y'all should all be following. How's everybody doing?
Hey, guys.
Hey, what's going on?
Well, Koya's off there in North Carolina. That's why you hear that feedback in the background.
Please don't make it about that, guys. I done rolled the windows up and put the AC on trying to help y'all out. Okay. Hold on. Y'all stop doing me like this. I'm committed. Okay?
Yeah, you are.
Yes,
that's what that means.
That is true.
You are.
That is true. Yes, Koya definitely is. So today is going to be a short show. We only have two topics on the agenda tonight. And the first one I wanted to start off with is this August Alsina interview with Angela Yee. Angela Yee is a co-host on The Breakfast Club, which is a nationally syndicated radio show. And on this episode with August Alsina and Angela Yee, August pretty much said that he and Jada Pinkett Smith, Will Smith's wife, used to have a thing throughout the marriage. And it was implied that they were sleeping together while she and Will Smith were married, and Will Smith actually gave August his blessing.
I actually sat down with Will and had a conversation due to the transformation from their marriage to life partnership that they've spoken on several times, and it, not involving romanticism. Mm-hmm. He gave me his blessing, and I totally gave myself to that relationship for years of my life. And I have literally never been in love in that kind of a way. So much so that being intertwined in that way, walking away from it, butchered me. Like I'm shaking right now because it almost
to sleep with his wife Jada. And this just started a big firestorm on Twitter, on social media. Everybody's making crazy memes. Everybody has these theories. So I want to get both of y'all thoughts on the matter before I dive into it.
I heard that that's how they live anyway, so there was no surprise there. August Alsina, prior to him being sick, was really cute. So Jada, I'm not mad. I get it. If you got Will's blessing, hey girl, live your life. It's everybody does different things, and he's cute, so I get it. Yeah.
Random.
It's just messy, man. Like, it's messy and nobody gives a fuck. But, let's be honest. Who the hell cares about
2020 is so ghetto.
The man can't see. He didn't come out with a hit in a minute. Who gives a fuck?
Don't do all
that. Is true.
Don't do
no,
all
that is true.
Lately,
that is true.
You know what? Is this for relevancy? Because I did hear that he was coming out with an album. Thank you for throwing that tidbit out there.
Really?
I thought it was a little
Yeah, exactly.
At first I took it for shade, but let me get into it real quick because you might be on the sound.
You know what I'm saying? He's trying to be. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he's trying to bring his name back in the game. But if that's the case, like I was saying to someone, if he kissing and telling, he better believe no one ain't gonna never ever allow that to happen again. It's like, come on, man. That's just messy. That's messy.
That is very true. That's a good point because he didn't have to reveal that. Yeah, he didn't have to reveal the information. That's true. True.
He didn't have to. He didn't have to reveal it. Number one, and number two, these kids, Will and Jada, they got kids, so now it's kind of like.
I think the kids know.
Well, you know what? The kids may know, but I'm pretty sure his older son don't know. He's the only one that looks sane. His older son, he's the only one that looked like he got it together.
Oh, Trey?
He looked like that,
Trey, yeah.
But he know them.
I don't know. So, to be honest with you, I'm more like, who cares? Every time I see it on IG, I just scroll on to the next. And I also don't like how Angela Yee actually does interviews. If Charlamagne did it, then I'll be there. I know Charlamagne would have made it funny. Angela Yee act like she's on ABC News or something. It's just boring. I don't know.
Well, I think that sexual topics or things that have to do with sex and relationships are just her thing. So that's why she takes it seriously, because that's her niche. She has her own sex talk show. Yeah.
Yeah. So personally, I think it's just too much kissing and telling going on around here. and no one cares. Well, I know I don't care. Like I said, I scroll and I'm over it. On to the next. Let's talk about some real relevant shit. Like Bill Cosby trying to get a pill. What about that?
Oh my
Talk
God.
about that.
That is relevant. Oh, Lord.
Yo, gelatin put it in.
Lord have mercy in Jay Stokes' voice. I'm going to get that a Lord have mercy. Make sure you hit me with the ad-libs for talking about damn Bill Cosby trying to get out.
Bill Cosby
You
trying
think
to
Bill
get
Cosby's
out.
innocent?
Oh, wait, I ain't saying him innocent.
No,
I ain't saying him
no.
innocent.
No,
I ain't saying
not
innocent.
that.
No.
But the extent to
Well,
which they said
Tekashi got out.
Is OJ innocent? Who?
No, I said he deserved to get out if Tekashi got out. Okay?
Tekashi?
Yeah, if Tekashi got out, then everybody who screaming they scared of Rona should be getting out. And no, OJ is guilty as hell. OJ so damn guilty, it ain't even funny.
That's so funny. It depends on who you ask.
my
Yeah, you're right. Now listen, when it first happened, I screamed to the fullest, yes, he is innocent. Now, you look at
OJ?
it. Yeah. OJ, but now you look at it, you be like, man, that motherfucker's guilty. He guilty, man. But yeah, so August Alsina, I don't care. Rock out. Do you. I just feel like it's messy. And I just feel like perfect timing. If an album come out in the next 2 weeks, I'm looking at him side eye. Literally.
Well, the thing is though, but Jada actually came out and said that she didn't have an affair during that time period. And people were pointing out the words. They're like, affair. If they committed to an open relationship, then it's a different story. You know what I mean?
It's never going to be an affair, right? And he said that he got the blessing already. So yeah, honey, we know it's not an affair, but you were obviously dealing with him. August Alsina open though.
What's your thoughts?
What do you mean?
He's open like he is like open off of Jada. Like I don't know what she got going on. She must have the gate, piece of the gate of heaven or something. Like, he has something real good though. He's still in love. Oh, he hurt too. Yeah,
he sounded hurt in that interview. Yeah.
Something happened.
But the thing is though, I just look at this with open marriages in general, and this is why I say I don't agree with open marriages, but that's my personal preference because someone's always going to get hurt. It's always going to end up being messy in the end. Someone's going to end up catching feelings. It always happens.
Yep.
Yeah. People always get jealous. It sounds okay. It sounds fun until, people start to get emotions for the other party, and it's like, oh, we weren't supposed to do that part. But it's hard to not do that if you're going to be dealing with the person. So yeah, we gotta keep.
No, you're right, and also it sounds funny too. People start sneaking off, and just 2, not 3. You like, whoa, y'all meeting without me? Now people catching feelings. You know that shit gonna happen eventually. That shit.
Yeah, why not just the more of the story is people like, and this is my conjecture with Jada. People like her, they just want the stability of being in a relationship, but they still want to do them as if they're single. And they want that stability so that if they get turned down or something, they can always go back to the relationship. That's my theory.
Yo.
Tinfoil hat theory.
Tinfoil hat.
You know it.
Yeah, yo, did y'all see that IG shit I told you about that dude that was complaining, talking about y'all need to stop sending him pictures of his girl giving fellatio to another man?
Oh, no.
I saw that shit on IG. Yeah, nobody seen it.
What? I
haven't
check.
really been up there.
I don't have my phone on me now, but this dude, yo, he had to be trolling. He had to be trolling because I'm like, first of all, I know he ain't on IG mad at everybody else for sending him pictures of his girl giving fellatio to some other man. He's talking about, I don't care, I'm still there. And when she finished, she coming home to me. I'm like, yeah, he gotta be trolling.
Oh,
He gotta be trolling.
I think so. Either he's trolling or she paid all the bills and he's like super homeless, super broke. Something is up.
Super homeless, super broke. He a foster.
Yeah.
Foster.
You ain't sent me that one.
All right, I'm gonna send it.
Nah, I'm good. You already told me now. I don't need to see it again. I don't need to hear it again. More of the story. If you want to be in open relationships, just know there's going to be a price tag that comes with it. Like August saying all this stuff right now, it pretty much look at Will and Jada. Even if the rumor was out that they had an open marriage, now this might tarnish their
image.
There you go, their image in the public eye, and it's all because you wanted to have an open relationship. And look, you chose the wrong person.
Right.
Wrong person, loose lips, saying shit.
Speaking of loose lips, another person who needs to keep his lips tight and also keep his fingers from off the darn keyboard is Terry Crews. This dude, again, is making more news, talking about, if you are a child of God, you are my brother and sister. I have family of every race, creed, and ideology. We must ensure Black Lives Matter doesn't morph into Black Lives Better. I'm just like, what prompted you to tweet this? Like, where did this come from?
Yeah, he's young, man. Yeah, man. He's lost. He's lost, and and the sad part is he believes it. And I'm pretty sure, the people that's around him are like, yeah, tweet that. And it's like they probably laugh behind his back because this dude gotta be on something, man. Because that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense what he's saying.
He's trying to be too kumbaya to the point where it comes off stupid, right? It's like, you gotta make it make sense,
too
bro.
Kumbaya. Yeah, exactly. Pick a lane, man. Pick a side.
Yeah,
and that's why I always say religion is the biggest downfall of black folk, because he talking about children of God and all that stuff. Listen, if the cops see you, they ain't thinking no child of God. They think you a big buck black dude and they gonna take you out.
Right.
You come with that talk all you want to.
Exactly. Like today, the president what he tweeted? Something about Black Lives Matter is a hateful. Jay Stokes. Look it up, Jay Stokes. You got your phone right next to you. So
I'm looking it up.
Yeah, I don't have my phone next to me, or I would definitely quote it. He tweeted today something about Black Lives Matter. It's a racist. Jay Stokes, you found it yet? I know the man tweet all day.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Wow, was this on his personal Twitter account or the POTUS Twitter account?
Oh darn! I don't know. But now you're coming after Black Lives Matter, and it's like, come on.
But
dude.
even if he gets the vote of the white supremacists that love and adore him, that's still not enough to win. So you don't even have to go that hard on us. You already don't have our vote anyway. Calm down, We know how you feel. It's just ignorant. You're supposed to be the leader of the free world, and you're making statements like that. That don't make sense.
I know.
Oh, horrible Black Lives Matter chant. Pigs in a blanket, fry them like bacon. Maybe our great police, who have been neutralized and scorned by a mayor who hates and disrespects them, won't let this symbol of hate be affixed to New York's greatest street. Spend this money fighting crime instead.
You know what? I need somebody to come to North Carolina and pick my damn mouth up off the ground. I am so sick off of that. What?
I know.
That is so reckless.
It is reckless. It is reckless. It's reckless because he has 10 million followers, and just a few days ago, he retweeted a post of this guy in a golf cart, screaming.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah.
Saw that. And then he said that he didn't know that he said that. It was
3 hours later, he deleted it.
He knew.
Right.
He knew. 3 hours later, he let that shit stay on his tweet for 3 hours.
Well, that's the point. It's playing mind games because he wants to get the message out there, and even though he deletes it to quote unquote save face, the message is already out there.
Sorry, shit's out there if it's 2 minutes.
Right.
True.
So yeah, man, it's just crazy how he's too busy trying to protect not dead. He's trying to protect statues, and he's not even protecting the American public. He's not. He's not even talking about the coronavirus. That every time you turn it on, like today, hit another high, 41,000. Fauci said before you know it's gonna be 100,000 a day. Like imagine 100. Yo, we already have 41,000 a day. 100,000 now. That's not far fetched.
No.
The way we're going. And if
they're reopening the country to save the economy.
Exactly. And all these beaches are going to be open this weekend. Look, just because they shut down Florida and they shut down Texas, it doesn't mean people won't drive to another state.
That's true. That's true. They're going to be right on Myrtle Beach.
I'm already going out enough this weekend, so, I don't want to be out when everybody else is outside.
I don't blame you, man.
So Thursday morning, I don't think nobody going to be outside like that Thursday morning, The weekend.
Not Thursday morning. You good. You good.
Probably the moral of the story with everything.
Jay Stokes, even though you don't believe me.
What happened, Corey? Well, what you said? You broke up.
Just trying to keep it safe, even though you don't believe me. Always joking that I don't have my mask on and I'm outside. Don't think I forgot.
I think you got a built-in immunity to it.
Uh-oh.
There you go.
At,
You know
at
what?
this point.
I kind of thought that too, but let's just finish with this show.
Oh my God.
And now for a quick commercial break.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? If you like what you're hearing so far, make sure you follow us on the Chemistry Production YouTube channel. If you have any suggestions or comments on our topics, either email us on k3mistryproduction@gmail.com or leave a comment on our YouTube channel. Peace.
How many times do I have to tell you? It's Productions with an S.
I think the moral of the story is, though, with this country is just debauchery is just taking over. This country has always been full of craziness, but you got marriages that ain't even marriages anymore. You got the president, who's a reality television star, just putting dog whistles out there to white supremacists. And you got people that are more concerned with their rights than their actual health.
Yeah.
So
You know what?
it's
so funny.
ridiculous.
Someone said on IG today that they're convinced that we living in the Twilight Zone. We are, man. This shit is like, this shit right here is so unbelievable when you think about it. Like, damn, we actually, it's 2020, right? We only in June. We got 6 more months. Okay, July.
July.
Just hit July today. Damn.
Second half.
Yeah,
Second half.
I know.
Let's
Now, we got
do
5
this.
more months of this shit. And you
Lord
know,
have mercy.
it's only gonna get worse. Jason, what did you say, Jason?
I said, Lord have mercy. We got 5 more months left of this mess.
5 more
I
months.
don't know, man.
You
And we
know
have 6
October.
guys.
Yo, Jay Stokes. September, your birthday. October, my birthday. Guess what we're gonna be doing on our
It's 6
birthday?
months, guys.
Celebrating in the house because shit gonna come back full force. Because
You know-
heard the news. You heard the news about
How-
China. China was saying that the swine flu coming back.
Oh my lord.
Oh, Lord.
that.
Oh,
You saw that,
here we
right?
go.
I thought they said the new case of COVID that's coming around is similar to the one of the 1918 pandemic and
Oh,
swine
my
flu. So we about to get a
God.
combo.
We gonna get the Spanish flu? The Spanish flu coming back again? What the
It
hell?
said that it's a mixture of the two.
That shit
That's
coming
what I
in the
think
next
Fauci
mixtape.
said that. Okay.
Listen, at
Volume
this
2.
point, at this point,
I know.
man,
You're getting
listen,
ghetto, J.
the
Stokes.
I
Chinese,
know.
the Chinese got to get it together. Seriously, Chinese got to get
Uh-oh,
it together.
Trump. It's the Chinese virus. I know
No.
they be having this shit, though.
No, yeah, it's just the way everything is situated over there. The animals are so close together, and then they're huddled near humans, and everything just jumps over into humans, and now you got new diseases. Like, they got to get it together. Seriously, I'm not trying to blame them or anything, but this is ridiculous. Come on, SARS
Right.
came out of China. Bird flu came out of China. Swine flu came out of China. Coronavirus came out of China. There's a pattern here.
Ebola probably really came out of China, but they blamed it on the Africans. I don't trust nobody.
I wouldn't be
You know it.
surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised either. But yeah, so I think right about now, it's just sad how we just looking at it as like, dang, it's just a lie. We got 5 more months of this shit, and what are we gonna do, man? I'm tired of staying in the house. There ain't nothing to do outside. Or go grocery shopping.
Right.
You go to the beach. Look, seriously, you go to the beach around here. So nobody got masks on, so you go back in your car and go home.
Oh, don't talk about me.
Hey, calm down. We not talking about you, baby girl.
No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
I know. But then also the beaches close early. The beaches in Bridgeport close at 6 o'clock. The sun's still out.
Wow. Stanford closes at 10.
Yeah, nah, Bridgeport don't play. They closing at 6. Like, what the hell is 6? 6 o'clock they close.
6 o'clock. Some people just get off of work. Some people
That's
still
what
work.
That's what I'm saying. You can't even. So it's like
Maybe they just don't want people to hang out, you know?
Yo, but the funny thing is they close at 6, right? Why people still there? People still there. They park their cars outside.
Because it's fuck 12. I'm just kidding. I don't know.
Oh, no. We stand by that.
I don't know why they do that.
Just like John Morant. Did you see that giant where John Morant retweeted the jersey where he said F12 and then he issued an apology? He issued an apology saying not all police are bad, but he pretty much stands by the sentiment.
Yo, listen. They acting the fool out here, man. They really acting the fool out here. These cops. I mean, so
these cops, these
it
people.
It seemed like they got worse after the protest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
You know
like
the sad
today.
part is the protest still going on, by the way?
Yeah, I just seen one.
The news just doesn't broadcast it anymore. They only broadcast the violence and the looting. They don't broadcast the peaceful protests.
That one was pretty peaceful, even though they were across the street from each other. And that one guy went across, but it looked like it was more people on the Trump side, but it was Lexington, North Carolina, though. So.
This is, something gotta give, man. But, let's pay attention to not the unsolved, but the murderers, the cops that are still out for a lot of these cases that we don't even hear about, or we hear about a year later. Yeah, we gotta, justice has to be served. It has to be. Because if it doesn't,
you do it by writing the politicians, keep on calling the police officers, and you literally do it with your vote in these local elections. That's how you do it.
Yeah. So let me tell you something. I can't wait for our local election going in. That's all I gotta say.
So we went in quite a bit in this show right here, y'all. But let's cut this one off. It's been great. Yeah. Like I said, only 2 topics. Koi can go, get to her destination, not wearing a mask, not quarantining.
I just got a new pink one.
All right, y'all. It's been real.
Hey, you gotta take it easy. Baby girl, be safe.
All right. Talk to y'all later. Thank you. See you later.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
So go a little something like this. That's AVIOT.